My name's not the alien from Space City, but he was having a hard time pronouncing my name. My name is Karega. I just moved down here from Houston, Texas a little bit less than a month ago.
Welcome, bro.
Thank you.
All right.
This one's entitled Shaq's Revenge. It was written after I saw those Charlottesville protesters walking up the streets with their little tiki torches and their Target t-shirts talking about you will not replace us. So I was like, all right, yeah, we will. And I wrote this one.
Let's go, brother.
All right, you got it. Caught me red-handed in the middle of my act of treachery. Yes, you are correct. My presence is an existential threat to your existence. This time I actually am as guilty as the skin I'm in, so I'll admit it. I am here to kill you. Now I think this is the part where a diabolical villain gives an exegesis of his brilliantly conceived conspiracy. Cavalierly gives a litany of his accomplices and schemes, smugly exposes his hand among other things, so here goes. The weapon of mass destruction in question is tucked in the front of my jeans. The secretly revealed, publicly reviled object of your greatest fears, aspirations, and dare I say, affections. The underlying rationale for your prison industrial complex, Tuskegee experiments, mass media assassinations, and Facebook lynchings. The vein-laden shaft backing your survival instincts into a corner of the semen-filled sum of your deepest, darkest fears. Yes, this is the ballad of the black man's dick. Now, before you go getting all indignant, making references to your post-racial benevolence and attempting to appeal to my sense of sympathy, let's take a second to give some context to this impending annihilation, shall we? You've always had a talent for evading blame, for separating your actions from your reputation, the venom on your lips from your sense of nature, your culture from the blood on your, well, everything. Right. Yes, you've always had a talent for dictating morality, wrapping yourselves in the American flag and Confederate battle banner as if they just can be considered absent their history, contending that you're not responsible for the acrid stench that your sins that your ancestors committed, but in so much as you still benefit from them, you are. Oh, yes. Yes, you are. You are an impossibly odd people, endlessly warring with your contradictory philosophies regarding my penis, lynching and castrating me before plotting my seemingly Herculean feats in your arenas, embalming the severed remnants of your victims in specimen jars only to later resurrect them as the Washington Monument. I guess you consider it safer that way, huh? But guess what? The same plantation buck that your forefathers depended on to spawn a new generation of livestock is the wild and writhing fetish of your little alabaster daughter today. While she's evaded college, she's mimicking twerk videos on Instagram. And her idea of the perfect weekend getaway is kneeling in the back of the off-campus frat house begging the big black Mandingo football star to yank her Amber Main and spink her ass and cats. Let's go. Hate to be the one to break it to your dad, but your daughter's verse for the nation is probably going to be a fried chicken and watermelon eating, Afro-Pagan, John Carlos and Tommy Smith, Black Chris Reeves, and mulatto nigga a la Colin Kaepernick conceived upon a lot of dead organs. No offense. By the way, the sentimental premise in which you envision yourself is ridiculous. Whiteness and by extension white supremacy are the contrivances of desperate men peddling the preeminence of a genetically recessive set of genes as if that's like a thing. Your commitment to the notion is impressive though. The deception you've imposed is truly epic, bro. Unfortunately for you, no lie can live forever. And predicate generations will live to tell the tale. Omitting the malevolence, oppression, recessive genetics, and master race references, and the goose stepping, etc., etc. But back to the matter at hand. I am here to kill you. I am karma incarnate, the atomic bomb dick rendering the Caucasus insolvent, the great-great-grandson of repeating farms along with natural selection and the wrath of God. Be honest. You've always known this day was coming. Whether you have the heart to admit it or not, I have always been the dangling participle in the periphery of your consciousness, a standard to which you never quite couldn't measure up. I am reparations taken in blood, lines that is. Pleased to meet you, I am that nigga. The unobstructed vision of your innocence. The innocence you made to rape his mother and sisters, his infant brother witnessed. You've done your best to kill my will to live, but I am still here, resilient, the stiff dick, delivering you directly to death's door with pleasure. Funny. Was it the one you who came up with the field of genetics in the first place? The Darwinian concepts upon which you claim nature is based, you really mean to say that all of this was unanticipated? Honestly, you didn't see me coming. I guess you never anticipated being extricated from the frame of the Punnett square that you created either, huh? But at the end of the day, there are some laws that even you cannot manipulate. At the end of the day, you never truly could negate the God that you so faithfully attempted to replace. You thought that you could neutralize the threat of my genetics, foolishly reducing my essence to my complexion. But no matter your efforts at oppression or whatever, your Oedipus could never ever wreck us. See, Mother Nature hates weakness and time heals all wounds. You hate me because I embody these truths. It seems God has a biting sense of irony and humor to think you'll see a drama rendered moot by all my children. My goodness, if I were in your position, I'd deny my senses too, especially if I could see my demise in the eyes of the future. No need to panic though. I promise you, the world will go on without you. And if history has any bearing, perhaps that's the only way the world will have a chance to go on at all.